So you've got slicers. They work. They allow your users to select an item and filter their visualizations. But they take up half your canvas, they look horrible, and your users are endlessly scrolling those drop downs, trying to select items and then figure out what they have selected. Well, today we're going to learn how to build these awesome toggle slicers in Power BI that allow you to see which items have been toggled on and are filtering your data based on that toggle status. They look better, they're much more intuitive, and overall it's a much better user experience combining these with other slicers in your reports. So let's go ahead and learn how to build these toggle slicers in our reports. But right before we do, I'll first start off by introducing myself. I'm Raja, the Power BI guy, and I teach Power BI content allowing you to learn and master Power BI. And I also run a school community that has a bunch of dashboard templates, the datasets that I use in these videos, and Power BI courses that allow you to learn and master Power BI. So you can find a link to the school community within the description. But on that note, do like and subscribe. But let's just go ahead and get started. So let's now learn how to build these toggle slicers, where by selecting one of our items, the toggle turns on, which in turn filters our visuals based on which items are active, or if we deselect them, no longer filtering our visuals as they're not selected. So to build this, we first want to insert a list slicer into our report. And this is like any typical slicer, where by simply dragging in one of our columns, that will be the options for our filters. So then, once we have that, let's go to the Format tab, and then turn off the selection icon, turn off the title, and now this is when we can start to work with image and insert various images for those states. So first, let's set that to default, and then if we expand image, this is where we can now create our images for those various toggle states within PowerPoint or download them online. Now I have made these icons available within my school community, so you can download them over there, or what I'll do is quickly show you how to make these in PowerPoint. It's really simple to do. So as we can see, I have 3 different icons, one for closed, hover and then selected, and it's really easy to build these by simply going to Insert, Shapes, and then first inserting a rounded rectangle and making that a good size. And then you want to curve the border to the absolute maximum, adjust that to size, and then if you go back to Insert, once again Shapes, let's now bring in a circle. And once we're happy with the size, we can simply go to Format, Shape Fill, change the fill to white, the outline to white as well, and then if we bring that into our circle and make that slightly smaller, put that into position, we now have our first toggle button. Now you will have to adjust this to a point that you're comfortable, and you can use the arrow keys to be slightly more flexible with the positioning, but once you're happy, just adjust the colors once again by going to Format, to the colors that you want for those various states, and then you can simply select both of those items, right click, and then Save as Picture, which will allow you to insert and save that image onto your machine. So simply just duplicate these, adjust the positioning of your circles, change the colors for your various states, and then once you've built all 3, go back into Power BI, where we can now insert these for the different states. So I'm now back in Power BI. What we're going to do for our first image state, being default, we want to insert an image into our actual state. So being the default where nothing is selected, if we make that closed, and then what we can do is change the image fit to center, as this gives us an image height that we can use to adjust the height of our actual image and the size. So what I'll do is set that to 28, as I found that to be a good size for the image height. and then do the same across our hover state. But once again, we want to go to Image, Upload Image, and then Browse. For our hover state, we want that to be in the middle. Set the image fit to 28. And then for our selected state, let's now insert our third image, which is going to be our toggle button, which is open. And then if we set the image fit once again to 28, we can see our hover button is now working in our various states. But there's one more thing which people often miss, is your selected state, which you also need to put an image. So what you want to do is make sure you have your press state. And once again, for the image, we simply don't want any movement when we make that change. So let's insert our open state and then set the image fit to 28. And now we can see the toggle buttons look very natural when we select them. And once again, it's worth noting this works with as many rows as you want. So let's say we brought in our product names into our slicer. We can see the sizing has worked well. But if it hasn't for your data, you can simply adjust the image height to make this fit better. And on that note, that's how we build a toggle slicer within Power BI. It's really simple to do, but it's a great option for how you build your visualizations and overall a really nice UI experience for your users.